Hi everybody, this is Wanda Strickfaden with Improved Credit Consulting Firm, and I'm actually here. I wanted to talk to you all about why is credit so important. It's really something that I want to be able to provide for the public. So every week I'm going to just give you a tidbit on the importance of credit. I'm also going to talk about identity theft, how to settle debt, how do you know if the debt belongs to you, disputing debt that doesn't belong to you, anything and everything that has to do about credit repair, and also establishing credit. With Improved Credit Consulting Firm, which is located in Charlotte, North Carolina, we do provide assistance with personal credit repair and also business credit repair. For those of you that are starting a company, we can help you establish business credit as well so that you have the opportunity to be able to get business financing. And for those of you that haven't never started a business at all, we'll teach you how to get an LLC, get registered with your state, and understand the laws that you need to know regarding your company so that you can really stay on point with those things. So today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of credit. Why is credit so important? Well, first of all, when you're interested in applying for a job, most business owners are going to pull your credit. And when they pull credit, they're not pulling a full credit report. They're only pulling like a synopsis of what's on your credit file, just a brief summary. So when your credit is pulled by an employer, they'll be able to see, did you ever file bankruptcy in your past? Do you have any unpaid liens, any judgments against you, any tax liens against you? So when they pull credit, they're only pulling a summary of what's on your credit report, not exactly the specifics of what's on your credit file. So keep that in mind when you're applying for a position, especially a position that has to deal with money. So if you're applying for a position at a banking institution, a real estate agency, financial planner, anything in that realm, you may want to find out first, are they going to pull your credit? And if so, be prepared to have a statement in writing letting them know if you're having any issues with your credit and what you're doing to resolve it so that you don't get denied for that position. So it's really important you understand the importance of credit, especially if you're applying for a position that deals with money. Now, the second thing is, why is credit so important, especially for those that need to rent an apartment, lease a home? You know, renters aren't aware the importance of credit, especially when they're applying for an apartment or home rental. So just keep this in mind. When you go to a landlord or you go to an apartment complex, they're going to pull credit. Be prepared to have something in writing immediately if you know you're having credit issues, and give that to your landlord. Let them know, listen, I've had financial hardship. I would like to be able to rent this place, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to fix my credit. And you want to make sure that you're working with a legitimate company that can help you fix your credit while you're applying for a rental. So with us, Improved Credit Consulting Firm, we do provide services nationwide, regardless of where you're residing. If you need a place to rent, you can always call us at 704-877-8739, or you can visit our website at www.debt.com and basically set up a consultation with us by phone. We can help you with your credit repair needs and provide a letter for your landlord or your apartment complex to let them know that you've enrolled in a service that will help you repair your credit. Now, the other importance is, do you want to be able to establish credit so that you can purchase a home one day? We specialize in that. So for those of you that need credit repair or need established credit so that you can purchase a home, you want to really consider applying for a secured credit card at your local bank. If you have no credit whatsoever, the best thing you can do is to apply for a secured credit card at your local bank. You don't need a cosigner. You will need cash to deposit, but you're not going to need a cosigner. Now, when you apply for a secured credit card, they will pull credit. The only reason why they're pulling credit is to make sure that you don't have any unpaid debt, meaning you don't have an unpaid checking, an unpaid savings account that went into a collection status. So when you're doing that, be prepared to have cash at hand. So when you go to your local bank, let's say you go to Wells Fargo and you open up a secured credit card there, they will require that you have at least $300 to open up a secured credit card. And when you do, make sure that you don't borrow more than 30% of your limit. So if $300 is your limit, you want to make sure you stay below 30% of that, which is $90 or less. That will help you establish credit so that when it's time to purchase a home, you've begun the process of that. Now, with that being said, especially with buying a home, you want to prepare to have a good mixture of credit. That basically means that one credit card is not enough. So you want to consider opening up another secured credit card. One of the service providers that I like to tell my clients is consider going to either Capital One, giving them a call, or opening up a HSBC secured credit card. When you do that, you'll have a good mixture of credit, being able to have at least 2 secured credit cards. And then go to your local credit union. Become a member of one. Open up a secured installment account, but it has to be secured. So you're going to use your own cash to be able to open up that secured installment account. And if you're going to do that, to establish credit, do it all in one day. You will notice a decrease because it's considered a hard pull when you allow a creditor or a bank to pull credit. Just keep that in mind. It's a hard pull. And a hard pull can decrease your credit score anywhere from 7 to 15 points per pull per bureau. From my experience, I have told many clients to do this. When you establish credit, do it all in one day. Open up 2 secured credit cards, one at your local bank, one over the phone with Capital One or HSBC, and then go to your credit union that same day and open up a secured installment account there. Usually the minimum deposit for a secured installment is $500. So be prepared to have cash. $300 for each secured credit card, that's $600 total, and $500 for your secured installment account, which is basically altogether $1,100. In order to establish credit, you want to be able to open up 3 active lines of credit. 2 are secured credit cards, 1 is in a secured installment account. And what you're going to want to do with your secured credit cards, like I said before, don't borrow more than 30% of your limit. So if your limit is $300 for each card, make sure you don't borrow more than $90 on each card. And with your secured installment account, it's just like borrowing against yourself. They're charging you interest, they'll give you a term, usually anywhere from 12 to 24 months, and you're going to make that monthly minimum payment to that secured installment account, and that's going to help you establish credit. Your monthly payments for your secured credit cards will also help you establish credit. Now, when you go to purchase a home, you want to have those lines of credit active for at least a minimum of 6 months. And if I were you, don't close those accounts. Those are going to be your accounts that you will keep open for the rest of your life to help you continue to establish good credit. So when it's time to purchase a home, you can contact your mortgage banker after 6 months having those accounts active and go ahead and apply for a mortgage. Remember, the most important thing about credit is making sure that you don't have any unpaid debt. So if you have unpaid collection debts, any liens against you, judgments, anything that has to do with derogatory items, even delinquencies on your credit file, you want to be very careful that you resolve that. You have no delinquencies in the last 12 months when you buy a home, and you have no unpaid debt. Make sure that all of your collection debts are resolved before you buy a home. So the importance of credit is, first, being able to get employment. Some business owners will pull credit so that you can get a position with their company. The second important of being able to have credit is to be able to buy a home. And the third is to be able to start a business. Now, there is a difference between personal credit and business credit. Personal credit is making sure that you activate lines of credit and you start establishing it. And then eventually you'll be able to get an unsecured credit card with American Express or, a department store if you decide to go that route. But you want to begin with secured lines of credits first. And then with establishing business credit, that's a whole different process altogether. I will have a video next week regarding business credit and why business credit is so important. But today I just want to share with you a little bit about why personal credit is so important. And I will post this video on our YouTube channel, which you'll find it under Wanda Strickfaden, and that's Strickfaden. Look me up at YouTube and subscribe to our channel. I will have weekly videos that has to do with credit repair, and I will teach you every week the new things regarding credit, any new laws that have come out, any things that will help you save money. So I hope this is helpful for all of you, and I will be here again next week.